The Middle Ages ended with a transition into what was called the Renaissance. During the Middle Ages, society had become incredibly rigid. Aristocratic landowners in command of their own soldiers were able to enjoy a life of luxury and safety, while the poor could expect to remain poor for generations doing manual work. Learning and study was only available to very few people, and there were many insurmountable barriers to gaining the knowledge and ability needed to change one's position in life. In the 15th century, this all changed as the rigid class system became fluid, and those who were at the bottom found real opportunity to rise up. The Renaissance was made possible through greater acceptance and development of the role of trade. Like in ancient Greece, Italy at this time was organised into a relatively stable collection of city-states. Prominent cities like Venice, Florence and Genoa became Prominent cities like Venice, Florence and Genoa became home to wealthy families like the Medicis and the Borgias, who gained their wealth not by taxing those living on their land, but through banking and trade. These wealthy families used their money to fund the education and work of many great thinkers and artists. Through patronage and apprenticeship, famous names like Michelangelo, Palladio, Galileo and Leonardo da Vinci were given the money and resources they needed to engage in study and create great work for both private patrons and also for the public benefit. They built great pieces of architecture and decorated them with meaningful and realistic artwork, making a conscious effort to revive the culture they had read about in books from ancient times. The stories of the ancient Greeks, the writings of Socrates, Plato and other ancient philosophers, along with stories from the Bible, the collected religious texts relating to Jesus gathered together during the latter part of the Roman Empire. These stories became even more widely available to the public when German blacksmith Johannes Gutenberg created a printing machine that could reproduce books quickly and cheaply. In the past, a scribe like Nicolas Flamel would have carefully copied out a book by hand. After Gutenberg, letters could be arranged on a page in a few minutes and then reproduced many times in a day. This allowed the translation and rapid spread of information, both new and old, across Europe. This, combined with rising public prosperity, meant that the ability to read these books and learn the lessons in them was available to more than just the monks and the landowners. The Renaissance was therefore not confined to the city-states of Italy, but extended across Europe. The opportunity to be and do well became available to virtually everyone, so long as they had the courage, the gratitude, the awareness, and the will to take advantage of it.